This September, when Terence Crawford steps into the ring against the unified super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez, boxing fans will be in for one of the most intense matchups in recent history. Trainer Robert Garcia is confident that Crawford will dominate the first half of the fight, claiming that Crawford will likely win 5 or 6 rounds. Garcia believes Crawford's speed, skills, and ring IQ will give him the upper hand early, allowing him to outmaneuver and stay one step ahead. But here's the twist. Garcia warns that Canelo will need to force the action in the second half of the fight, using his power and experience to catch up with Crawford and break him down. Garcia's prediction is bold, and if he's right, it could spell disaster for Alvarez. Crawford, known for his impressive technical boxing and intelligent game plans, is a fighter who thrives on establishing a lead early and controlling the pace of a fight. If Crawford is able to build a strong lead by dominating the first 6 rounds, he could frustrate Canelo in the latter part of the fight. This is where the comparison to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s win over Canelo comes in. Mayweather was able to frustrate Canelo by taking control early and then coasting through the later rounds. If Crawford does the same, the fight could become an uphill battle for Alvarez, who may struggle to get back into it. However, for Canelo to succeed, he can't afford to start slow. Garcia suggests that Canelo needs to be aggressive from the start, landing heavy punches to win rounds. Alvarez is known for his knockout power, and it doesn't take much for him to change the momentum of a fight with just a few well-timed, powerful shots. He can take control of a round with a single punch, and Garcia believes that it's precisely this power that gives him an edge over Crawford. But there's a problem. Crawford, especially in his recent move to 154 pounds, has shown a lack of knockout power, which could be a significant disadvantage as he moves up to 168 pounds to face Canelo. With 2 years out of the ring, Crawford's transition into a heavier weight class could leave him at a disadvantage against the division's top fighter, who is known for breaking opponents down with his sheer power. Garcia doesn't dismiss Crawford's talent. He recognizes that Crawford is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, with exceptional skills and a natural ability to make adjustments in the ring. To win, Crawford will need to use all of his talents: speed, boxing IQ, and the ability to fight on the outside. Garcia also points out that while Crawford's skill set is undeniable, the real test will come when Crawford faces someone like Canelo, an experienced, hard-hitting champion who can take advantage of any weakness. Crawford will need to be at his absolute best to stand a chance against the much bigger and more powerful Alvarez, and even then, there's no guarantee he can avoid the damage that Canelo's powerful punches can inflict. As the fight progresses, Garcia predicts that Canelo will start to gain momentum, gradually closing the gap the rounds go on. Crawford may be able to take control early, but Garcia believes that once Canelo adjusts and starts landing his heavy shots, it will be difficult for Crawford to maintain his lead. In the later rounds, Canelo's power could prove to be the deciding factor. If Crawford can't keep Canelo at bay with his footwork and defensive skills, Alvarez may start to wear him down, and Crawford could find himself in serious trouble. Ultimately, the fight could go one of 2 ways. Crawford could outbox Canelo, frustrating him and staying ahead on the scorecards, or Canelo could land the big shots and wear Crawford down in the second half of the fight. Either way, Garcia believes that the fight will be a competitive one, with Crawford likely winning the early rounds, but Canelo coming on strong later. It's clear that while Crawford has all the tools to succeed, the challenge of facing a fighter with Canelo's power and experience is no easy task. Boxing fans are in for an exciting showdown, and it's anyone's guess who will emerge victorious. As the anticipation for this massive showdown builds, many are eager to see how Crawford will handle Canelo's pressure. Historically, Crawford has shown a masterful ability to adapt and neutralize his opponent's strengths, but Canelo is a different kind of fighter altogether. With Canelo's impressive boxing fundamentals, high boxing IQ, and unrelenting pursuit of his opponents, it's hard to deny that he poses the greatest challenge in Crawford's career. Garcia's prediction that Crawford will win 5 or 6 rounds seems to rely heavily on the assumption that Crawford can avoid the heavy shots from Alvarez and use his movement to stay out of range. But the question remains, how long can Crawford dance around Canelo before the power starts taking its toll?